I feel like you've been dealing with something and you need help with something, and I just really felt called to do this reading for you. So I'm going to have a look and see exactly what that is and what I need to tell you and what is truly, truly going on in this entire situation. I really feel called to do this, okay? I'm not even joking. I am sitting in a completely different setup, and when I tell you it's very like last minute, I was like, oh, I need to film this reading. I'm serious. I really feel like there is something here that you are dealing with that you need help with. The Strength card here really showcases that energy. I feel here that you are dealing with some issues that could be to do with health, okay? You can also be dealing with issues where things are falling apart for absolutely no reason in your control. Like, the energy that's really coming through here is that things are happening beyond your control. And a lot of the times you want to control these things, you want to try and control the narrative, try and control the situation. But with strength, what I think is really important here is that it's showing here that you need to be a little bit careful. Okay, you need to be careful with who you're giving your energy to. You need to be careful with who you are trusting. You also need to be really careful with who you are surrounding yourself with, because energy is very, very powerful, and there are certain people that can look over you and do things and be very, very jealous and controlling. Okay, and if they sense someone like you, who I do believe is very naive and very empathic and very kind, they can manipulate you because, unfortunately, naive, sensitive, sweet, kind, empathic people are an absolute target for narcissists. And I really just feel called to tell you this because I feel in the near future you may come across someone who really just is trying to sweet talk you into things. And I feel that when you come across this person, you will think about the reading that I've done and the messages that I'm giving you right now, and you'll just be cautious, okay? You'll be cautious. You will test the person to see whether they can be trusted. You will try to figure out, if they have these tendencies and qualities. What I would say is just be careful. I also feel that there are certain people in your life right now that are absolutely draining your energy, and your health can also be impacted a lot. So what can happen is you may be affected with hair loss or hair shedding. You may be affected with throat issues. So you may find that you have a sore throat, a lot of reflux. You may find yourself having teeth problems, issues with like tongue, swallowing, sinuses, a common cold. Okay, can really showcase that as well. So be careful with who you're surrounded with. Try to lessen interactions with people that you know are jealous of you. Try not to feel like you have to go out with them, you have to spend time with them, because number one, you don't, and number two, they are draining your energy. Okay, these people are draining your energy. Six of Swords, they are literally taking things away from you. They are making you feel not good. They are making you feel sad. They're making you feel frustrated. They are challenging you in not good, challenging ways. They are creating problems in your life. Four of Pentacles, it is best, especially over the next 4 weeks, to keep a little bit more to yourself. Now, I am not saying that you should camp out in your room and sit by yourself every single day. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people that you know are not good for you, try to distance yourself away. You don't need to constantly message them or talk to them unless it's an emergency, unless you have to stay in contact with these people, or unless you work with them or you are co-parenting or something. But what I'm saying is give them as much as they give you, but don't feel like you don't have an obligation to them, that your life depends on them or something, So Four of Pentacles here shows try and do like 4 weeks, just seeing how your energy feels when you are much more at a distance from them, because it can actually help you. Because I do see here 10 of Swords, again, major warnings that these people can betray you, gaslight, manipulate, control. There are people here that are going to want to take advantage of you, and I really, really have to say this wholeheartedly, that you don't deserve that, number one. And number two, it would be much better if these people just were not around you, okay? Because this is taking for granted energy. These people don't have a stable energy. In fact, they try to also then interfere with your stability. the more you hang around with people like this, the more you become like this. I'm not saying that you're going to become like this, but your energy can become very low vibrational, like how theirs is low vibrational. So if you find yourself being around low vibrational energy and you want to be high vibrational, then you have to distance yourself away from these people. Moral of the story with this reading is distance yourself away from people that are not good for you, okay? And also, on top of that, if you are trying to be a high vibrational person, you are trying to achieve really amazing things, you're striving for success, you're striving for happiness, you're striving for joy, when you are around people that have nothing to do but to gossip, blame, gaslight, manipulate, blame shift, lie, steal, cheat, or they just cause a lot of drama, they don't align with your values or your core goals. You know, people that are on and off, hot and cold, wishy-washy, here and there, immature, they don't align with who you want to be. You know what they say? They say, surround yourself with 4 millionaires and you'll become the 5th. I mean this in a way that, you know, surround yourself with 4 genuine people, you will become the 5th. But I'm also seeing here as well, like, surround yourself with really genuine people, and that just makes you feel better. It makes you feel more secure. It makes you feel happier. What I'm trying to say here is that these people will drag you down. It's not that, you know, these people will meet you at your level. Okay, here's your level. They're not going to meet you. In fact, they're just going to drag you down. You don't want people that just drag you down like this. It's not going to help you. It's not going to make you feel good. And it's definitely not going to give you any confidence. In fact, it is going to drain you of your confidence and your self-esteem. You're going to be an empty shell of yourself, and you're going to wonder what happened to you. Okay, and you're going to have to rebuild yourself. Being around people that broke you, it's not going to fix you. Being around people that have hurt you is not going to magically heal you. Being around people that take energy away from you is not going to magically give you energy. You're going to have to do the repairing yourself, right? So what I'm basically trying to say is, hurt people also hurt people. And the moon really is showing here that you need to be much more careful with who you give your energy, who you give your time to, and who you give your life to. Okay, really, really important, very significant, because the moon here really does represent a very powerful energy in which the universe is basically saying, like, you deserve so much, and your spiritual energy is very important and very vital for yourself. It's very vital for, you know, your way of being, and don't give it away to people that don't deserve it. Okay, I would also go as far as saying as well that if you really know that there is a person here that is not good for you, and you can feel their effects on you in terms of health, if you feel drained constantly being around this person, I really recommend that you do a cord cutting between yourself and this person. And the reason for that is because energetic ties can actually influence you down to your health, down to your core, and down to your manifestations and the goals that you have. When a person is not good for you, and you're surrounded by that person, they can even go as far as taking positive energy from you. Positive energy that you need for your work, that you need for your health, that you need for your day-to-day life. They can take those things away, and it can be really hard to revitalize your energy, okay, if you don't know that this is happening to you. So I really do recommend doing a cord cutting between yourself and this negative person, or negative people. The cord cutting I do is between 2 people, but basically I would really recommend that because it energetically detaches your energies, so they can't suck away your energy like a spiritual vampire, and your energy can't go to them. But also the most amazing thing is you don't take on board their negative energy. So I do believe that a cord cutting can be really powerful. It can happen between any 2 people, and you can also do it between yourself and multiple people if you want to do multiple cord cuttings, but I would really recommend that, okay? The other simple thing is, you know, there is like a mute button, there is a block button. Again, I know it's not easy, especially if you're co-parenting or if you work with these people, right? But also just unfollowing, or just really just distancing yourself, which means that even if you see something that they post or you see them message you, it's not about sort of rushing and jumping through hurdles and hoops to make sure that you communicate. You can always give things time. Very important. Remember, the next 4 weeks, it just shows here, the more you're distant from them, which means if they give you an invitation to go out and you're thinking, oh, I really don't want to, you don't have to, okay? If you want to, you can, but if you don't want to, I think it's a sign, okay? I mean, the cards you've got here literally shows what I'm talking about. So, you know, if this resonates with you, please like this reading, comment down below, and subscribe. The affirmation for this reading is, Well, the word that comes to my mind, or the phrase that comes to my mind, is I deserve better. So comment it down below. I deserve better, because you do. You know, you deserve people that really take action towards you, that really make a move towards you, that are proactive, that stand by your side, that cheer you on, that are respectful, that are genuine, that are sweet, that are kind, that know what the hell they're doing. People that definitely don't blame shift or gaslight, manipulate, say one thing, do another, or create gossip and drama. You know, people that actually have things to do in their life are the kinds of people that you deserve to be around. I'm sorry, I have to say this, okay? Ace of Cups. You will be around better people, okay? I feel like right now you're quite isolated, which means that you don't have that many people around, so you're very scared of cutting people out of your life, but at the same time you tend to keep people around that are kind of half here, there, not everywhere. But what I will say is that you will find your tribe, because your vibe will increase as you step away from people that are not good for you, and as your vibe increases, you invite a tribe of people that are better, healthier, more mature, kind, caring, respectful, and ultra genuine. Your vibe will attract your tribe, but you have to be able to get on that vibe and be able to let go of those that are not good for you. So I do have rituals, services, items, all on shopmoonlightguidance.com, thousands of 5-star reviews. If you're ever interested, everything is always linked down below for you. But I do feel that this advice is really important. All right, take care, everyone.